This is Ashford Radio. I'm Lucy Norris, and my guest today is Chris Edwards. Chris, when people are looking for a reputation management team to help them, what sort of questions should they be asking, and what should they be looking for?
Right. One of the questions you should ask is what type of guarantee they have, and that's kind of a trick question where we go back to what we mentioned before. If they say they can guarantee a certain result, then that's not good. But what we do, and I've done since I had Shop.com, is I've told them that we reserve the right to do additional marketing for them or additional listings, additional work until they get to their satisfaction. And usually that's a small amount of customers that you may have to do a little bit extra work for, but they're happy.
Right.
And that's why through my last 10 years, all of my customers are happy. And we're going to hopefully get them a do-it-yourself kit so they can do it on themselves and be even happier. Then, of course, there are a few other things you need to avoid and look for is some of them, they say that they're going to monitor your reputation. And what they tell you to do is go through and as in your name, type in Lucy Norris, and then they have you type in reviews or complaints, kind of looking for negative information about yourself. But what happens when you do that is Google starts adding to their auto-suggest feature, which is where they give you certain other words to pick from. And then Lucy Norris reviews will start popping up there, and Lucy Norris complaints will start popping up there, directing people to possibly negative information. So be aware about the monitoring services that are out there.
No negative information is on the internet about me.
So we have a way of fixing that, where there's a way to get Google suggestions to suggest other proper words like your name plus coupon, or your name plus Facebook, or your name plus some other word that isn't so negative. So beware of the reputation companies that just do the monitoring. You can monitor it yourself. Just look around Google for yourself. But the repetitive action of typing in those words with review and complaints makes Google change their suggestions to that negative information.
Chris, are you able to fix what another search engine I'm stuttering here. Optimization company started. So if someone's actually worked with a company and it's not gone right or they're not happy, can they come to you and can you fix that?
One of the situations would be if they set up their initial website and listings and Facebooks and Twitters with phrases or words in the titles and descriptions about their company name, we can go through and modify those. We basically have to go do a full update on what the other person did. But in doing that, it refreshes the website. Google thinks it's nice and fresh, and then we optimize it with what the negative information is showing up for. Let's say it was Lucy Norris reviews, and there was something negative there, even though I'm going to post a positive one for you because everything's going great. You can go ahead and make sure that there's no place that they can put a review in those search results, and that would require us to add the word reviews on a lot of your listings. But just your pages will show up, and that way there wouldn't be any of these other random places, blogs, comment boards that they could place anything. It would just be your listings, your Facebook, your Twitter. So we'd go through and fix all of them basically and refresh them, and when you do that, it usually fixes the problem.
Excellent. Now, you spoke earlier about a do-it-yourself kit, which I know that you're creating into an e-book. So tell us a bit about that.
What we're going to do is we're going to, through experience of training people we've brought on board here in the Orlando area, outside contractors, is they need a do-it-yourself kit that explains to them the different types of situations, whether it's a trademark or copyright conflict, incorrect information, competitors posting negative information about you, public records, maybe an image or a video that you don't like. We want to make sure in this ebook and tutorial that you can solve those problems by using the ebook and tutorial. Otherwise, you'd have to have the experience of someone that's done all of these different types of problems. And then we're going to add to that real-world case studies, which could be our customers or maybe real people in the real world, ways that you would approach fixing those. and then we're going to add to it resources you can use, like the list of websites to list you want, the keywords you might use. Like, for example, we have 10 million keywords we've had since the last 10 years, even from shop.com, that if you want the words for dentistry, we're going to make them available, either link to them, or we're going to make it available to you. So the idea is we're going to give people as much information as that we would have ourselves to you, so that you can run with it on your own and then do your additional marketing with it too. So it's a reputation, cleansing to remove negative information. It'll show you how to replace it with all your positive information and then protect it for the future. And then you'll be able to go through and do your additional marketing on your own by showing you how to do these listings and classifieds and shopping sites, someone showing you how to do it or explaining it to you so that you could take it over from there on your own.
Excellent. And Chris, do you have a favorite success story that you've worked with in this profession over this business or the businesses before that you've helped?
Well, my favorite is with dealing with large customers like an IBM or doing something with the Super Bowl, because there's very unique things you can do. I've had experience like with the Super Bowl for 10 years, so we've got all kinds of resources for YouTube videos, Google Trends, running a commercial, and if we use those same resources and understanding for a customer like an IBM, where the weekend before August 5th, 2002, you can check their stock chart, we prepared 13 different promotions for them for that weekend for that Monday of August 5th.
Wow. I just want to tell the listeners, you are the leader in online reputation management with the Super Bowl, which that's incredible. And tell the listeners a little bit about what's involved. I mean, there's so many commercials that take place, and that is such a huge event as well.
Right. One thing we have already set up is the script for the Super Bowl. We have it to make it very exciting. This can be a very dry thing. Some of our other competitors, others that have very dry commercials, don't really do that well on YouTube afterwards. And we're going to make sure that it's exciting, memorable, and then we're going to pull out all those things that we would normally do for our customers, which is put out, all the press release sites we have, all the blogs we have, all the social media on our list. We're going to go and make sure that all the keywords related to the Super Bowl, just like the keywords related to your company per se, we would approach it the same way. We have all the keywords for the Super Bowl. We have all the trending phrases over the last 10 years that very few people have, and we're going to take all those different actions, maybe 5 or 10 of them, that we would take for ourselves that we can take for our customers. And so we'd like people to be able to take their idea, whatever it might be, and if it's exciting enough or new enough to put on the Super Bowl, you're going to have, for example, we've got a list of 1,000 people of the press. You want to send out your press release? Well, here's your own list. And that's hopefully going to be on the tutorial and the e-book and the book that we're going to produce, so that you have enough information to do it all yourself. And then as a company, we're going to try to handle the bigger companies, the small, medium, large-sized companies that need more serious understanding, more cooperation with their offices, because some of them might have hundreds of offices that need to be protected, and hopefully take on some of those difficult tasks and let the individuals and smaller companies understand it themselves.
What do you enjoy most about working in reputation management? Because I'm finding it fascinating sat here talking to you about it, but for someone who's worked in it, with so much experience as well, what's the most enjoyable part of the profession?
Well, it seems like I spend a lot of time helping people, with their problems. So they call us with a certain problem, and we look at their problem and give them a solution. It seems like we're trying to save them. We're their saviors. We've got it. We can look at a problem and offer a solution right away because we understand what's going on. And a lot of people are very gracious, because 40% of what we find out for people that are posting negative things, reviews, are either from a competitor or from someone that their complaint was already resolved. But since the internet keeps that information, it still looks like the problem was never taken care of. So there's a lot of people that have been wrongly accused. We've got all kinds, we're out there to correct people's information, trying to help them make money at the same time.
Excellent. And we are coming to the end of the show, and I want to make sure that all of the listeners have all of the details. So if listeners are wanting to get into contact with you with regards to your services at Reputation Savior Inc., how would they go about doing that?
They can give us a call or our toll-free number, 800-826-1372. They can also get some good information about frequently asked questions, some case studies, examples on reputationsaviors.com, spelled SAVIORS.com. And you, of course, call with a free consultation. We'll be happy to talk to anybody and give a good solution. Otherwise, just visit our website, and also they could email us. It's on the website as well. But we like talking to people because they have a unique problem. So you can't get your solution just by reading text on a website. We actually have to be able to talk to you on what your needs are, what your problem is, and what solution would be required to solve it. So it's a little more complex.
And do you work with clients all over the United States?
Yes, we in the U.S., Canada, we have a few calls from Australia. We have to, of course, work with people that know those languages, and it'll take a bit longer to expand out to worldwide because the issues are so complex.
Mm-hmm. What's your vision for Reputation Savior Inc.?
I'd like to see us be the company out there that can help everybody. That's what the ebook, book, and Do It Yourself Kit is about. Is you'll be able to download it or get it, and you'll be able to take care of some problems that are eating at you for decades even, and be able to be the one that's helped everybody, and also just transfer the knowledge out there to some of the bigger companies that need help.